What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 128 of the Clever and Original Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kody Misialek. Alongside me, the man with the plan, Jayden Reinhart.
Yeah, check it out. I have plans all the time.
False.
Awkward end to my introduction because I don't have any plans.
Very abrupt.
There's
Yeah.
no.
I also said
And
false.
this guy over here is JJ Larson.
Telling Jay that his plans are false.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what you do.
Disappointing.
my plan is to
Very
pretend
disappointing.
every week that I don't have a plan when my plan is to pretend that so people don't know what my true plan is.
Okay, so you have
So
like
you
a
just revealed your
secret
plan.
plan.
Yeah,
you
I
just
play
revealed-
dumb, basically.
You revealed that you
People
have
are
an
like,
actual
he
plan.
doesn't have a plan. And
They're just
he's
like,
being
Jay's
stupid."
dumb.
You revealed.
And then tomorrow
The
I
actual plan.
rule the world.
That
How
sounds
do you
unlikely.
rule the
I'm
world?
Captain Planet. Rule the world.
He doesn't
Captain
rule the
Planet?
world. He
No, but
saves
I'm
the
gonna
world
use his
from
title.
like environmental chaos.
Yeah,
and
but I'm going to
destruction.
use his title to make myself sound friendlier than I am. Even though I'm like an evil like tyrant.
Okay, I get you.
I'm Captain Planet. Look how friendly and environmentally like safe I am. But really, I'm just a tyrant king that doesn't care about the planet.
Well, I mean, you'd think they'd figure that out.
Maybe.
Figure it out pretty quick. Yeah. That's what I would imagine.
If you lie enough,
People start believing.
yeah, just keep lying.
Not like
Just
if they
look at
know
Trump.
you're lying.
Yeah,
you know?
look at Trump.
If only
You can become president if you like meme your way into that.
yeah, it requires such an absurd level, like absurd circumstances. But yes, that is technically correct.
Yeah,
Just
so
find out really
just,
popular opinions, talk about them positively, and bam.
Exactly.
That's it.
Or
I
very
guess.
negatively.
Leave
Yeah.
your opinions behind because they don't matter if you want to become president. But this podcast isn't political.
Not at all. Actually, this podcast talks about comic book movie type stuff, video game type
Nice-
stuff,
nice
particularly in that
segue.
order.
Nice.
If you haven't
segue.
listened to us before. So that is what we do. This week, we are talking about Warner Brothers giving a new head of DC Films, Kendrick Lamar working on the Black Panther album, the Halo Steven Spielberg show that was long ago announced, and some little Switch being the best-selling console of 2017, and some mouse and keyboard support. So let's get on with it. Warner Brothers has put Walter Hamada to be the president of production at DC Films, overseeing the studio's comic book movies, according to Variety. He used to serve in production as a production executive at New Line Films, which produced movies with Warner Brothers such as It and The Conjuring. And so, yeah, he will be taking over as the head of DC Films from here on out. Former DC Film heads John Berg and Jeff Johns have been shifted. Berg will be working as a production partner for Roy Lee, and then Johns will still be with DC Films. And then basically Hamada will fully break with New Line and be on the Warner Brothers side, just DC Films.
Well, it's good they got someone new in there. I think that hopefully that little shake-up will improve things.
Yeah.
I don't think they would do it just for shits and giggles. You know, they must
Right.
have some faith in this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's... I don't know, this is interesting, because I thought, like, it seems like just recently that Jeff Johns became, like, head of
Yeah,
DC
yeah.
Films, like, within the past year, I think.
Mm.
But, I mean, I guess it's good they're trying to get, like, a guy... Maybe they're looking for their own Kevin Feige, you know, a guy to just oversee everything.
That'd be good for them if they
You know,
did have
to
someone
have-
like that.
Mm-hmm.
To have, like, a clear vision that, you know, guide everything in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, they know they haven't been doing well, so hopefully this is them finding why they're not doing well and fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so Justice League finishing its run right now in theaters. Very poor reviews, very low box office results, actually, compared to, you know, other DC movies and expectations, especially compared to Marvel movies. And it seems like, you know, everything is kind of in flux in DC land in regards to films, at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, apparently Hamada has had interacted with Aquaman director James Wan. He worked on with him with The Conjuring,
Mhm.
and turned that into a such successful franchise. And then a couple other films. So I mean, it seems like he might. I mean, based on what little knowledge we have, I guess he has some ties into stuff that's currently being made, like Aquaman, which is the next DC film to come out, I believe.
Yeah.
I think so. Comes out like next summer, or I don't know when it comes out.
Yeah, I think it comes
actually.
out
Let me check.
something like that, maybe fall. I don't know. It felt like a long time away, but
I wonder if you'll get
Um,
more than 3 lines this time.
yeah, maybe have some character.
Yeah.
But
Okay, it's actually December of 2018. Is when
okay, so
Aquaman
so the
comes
end
out.
of this year.
Okay.
So the
So
end,
it'll be a
the
while.
end of the year that just started.
Yeah, 12 months from now. Which is so a year. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like things are changing enough at DC, at least. Hopefully for the better.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Only time will tell. He's had
so-
experience for sure, so.
Yeah. So yeah, let's move on. I guess Black Panther coming out on February 17th. Only a few weeks away now. And reports are that Kendrick Lamar is working on an album for Black Panther and will have a new anthem, they say,
Mhm.
for the film. The album will include songs from the soundtrack and other songs inspired by the film. So yeah, Kendrick Lamar, one of the biggest names in rap probably right now, is working on the Black Panther film. Any thoughts on this?
I mean, it's pretty fucking cool. I did see. I think one of the tracks from the album has been like released already, and it was pretty fucking good. Like I didn't even know it was for the movie actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I was just like, oh, it's a new track. Cool.
Yeah. And I know he is really popular. The bar I work at, he's like one of the most played artists. He's got to be. You work at the same bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has
I
played,
walk out and I hear Humble and.
He has played quite a bit. I would
Yeah,
say
yeah.
there. Which is surprising for a dive bar. You'd think it'd be like more older.
kind of a
crowd.
college crowd,
Yeah, I
though.
guess. Yeah, it is kind of a college crowd there, though.
He's popular in the
Yeah.
college years of humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Kendrick Lamar seems to have like broken out huge, biggest stuff like DNA and everything. It's just interesting to see a musician, I guess, of this high acclaim and celebrity to be working on a film soundtrack or I guess album. I guess.
It'd be like Eminem doing a Spider-Man soundtrack.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Back when Eminem and Spider-Man were relevant.
Right.
Sorry, Eminem.
Or like Imagine Dragons working on.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. You know, it's very unusual. I would think. I guess the one that sticks out most to me is like when Daft Punk worked on Tron Legacy in 2010. Other than that, I can't really think of too many other ones.
There was like I didn't think any of the tracks were that good, but there was a huge, like popular rap like kind of soundtrack thing with the last Fast and Furious movie.
Okay.
A lot of like, in my opinion, a lot of really like boring, bland, like music was made for that movie. But
I mean, it's kind of an action movie though, so.
yeah, I mean the music
Well, I
didn't
mean,
have to be
Black
like,
Panther's
yeah,
action.
Yeah.
yeah, it didn't have to be like. It could have been a little more interesting to listen to, I would say.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, it's for a Fast and Furious movie, so a little different. I don't know, I guess. So.
And one thing to note is like that the Marvel Cinematic Universe gets a lot of, I guess, flack for not having, I iconic music or like anything that sticks out. You
Yeah,
know?
like music that isn't just like something you forget about. Other than the Avengers theme, the
Right,
Avengers theme is great.
Yeah, like that's the one thing that kind of sticks out. Otherwise, you know, it's kind of like you forget about it. You don't even know like it's there, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're kind of changing that, especially with obviously putting Kendrick Lamar doing a lot of it for Black Panther. I guess reports were that, you know, they used to have a creative group, I guess, Marvel did for the films that was kind of forced on Marvel Studios by Marvel Entertainment.
Yeah.
And it appears that is gone now. And I think I heard a rumor that was the reason why they're starting to become more
they're doing
open
a little more
things and more a little different things. But maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But it seems like they're trying to do more, I guess, with that stuff. Just look at the Infinity War trailer, how they used the theme, and now this Black Panther using Kendrick Lamar.
And I mean, Guardians, both of the movies have just a great like soundtrack of music that already exists.
Right,
you know?
Yeah, especially like especially in the first one where it played off part of the storyline.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kendrick Lamar working on Black Panther, coming out in 2018.
Coming out in 2017.
I was gonna
last
say
year.
I was gonna say January 17th.
Oh, all right.
So just so confused because, you know, it was just 2017. Directed by Ryan Coogler, who directed Fruitvale Station and Creed, and also, you know, starring Chadwick Boseman, who was Black Panther in Captain America: Civil War. So yeah, coming out soon. Very excited. I think we all are.
Oh yeah.
Fucking pumped.
Okay, moving on. One more thing in the world of movie sort of television news. Apparently, so after Halo 4 came out in around 2013, around there, probably the first part of this decade, there was it was announced that Steven Spielberg was working on a Halo live action Halo television series for Showtime. And we haven't really heard anything. It kind of went down, and you know, they did a couple of live action things like Forward Unto Dawn, and then
Nightfall.
But nothing else really. I mean, we never really heard about this television show really since. But apparently it's still in the works. TV Guide at the Television Critics Association winter press tour asked Showtime bosses whether it was still going on, and Showtime president and CEO David Nevins said it's still in very active development. Wouldn't comment any further, but he did say he had seen scripts. And then director of programming, or president of programming at Showtime, Gary Levine, also said it is absolutely still in development, still moving forward, and I'm encouraged by what I've seen so far. So apparently this is still happening. Thoughts on?
I mean,
so this was announced before we even started a podcast. So just let's do it. What are our thoughts on a Steven Spielberg live action TV series? And is it actually happening?
Fuck yeah! I hope it happens.
That'd
be kind of cool.
Back in the days of Halo 1, 2, and 3, I would have been like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Halo's awesome. It's great. It's current. It's fun. It's a good universe. I really like it. With the scripts of Halo 5 in mind, I'm a little less excited.
It depends when it's set, I guess.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not going to be the same people.
I mean, it's not going to be the same people. It's probably not going to have much to do with the storylines we saw in the games. But just with the direction Halo as a franchise has gone, I'm a little worried, I guess.
I mean, I hope they don't
that
go
it could
all
just
like,
be bad.
They go all like the kind of stranger plot points and stuff of like Halo 4 and 5. I hope they don't kind of explore that, the whole like weird like Forerunner human shit. and
Yeah,
it's just a lot less interesting to me
Right.
than
Yeah.
like all the things that happened before that.
right.
you know?
And the 1 through, or basically reach through 3 timeline where it's just
Yeah, the human
Covenant, and they
Covenant.
find out Forerunner stuff that have the flood on it.
Like
Yeah,
more
it's-
ODST stuff.
That'd be great.
That'd be
Actually.
so. I mean,
I'd
not
really-
specifically about
Yeah.
the ODST, but that game was so good. Like especially the story.
Yeah,
And
I
so
would
if
want.
the movie was anything like that, just normal humans, not like fucking Superman robot guy. I mean, Master Chief's awesome, but
If this gets out off the ground,
Yeah.
soon, like probably in the next year or two,
Yeah.
which it should, I hope. I don't know. I feel like could be something really good. Steven Spielberg. I mean, not sure how much he has to do with this, but he's got some level of input since his name is attached to it. And you trust Steven Spielberg to do great things, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And then not only that, but I've started to think like TV shows have gotten better in recent years.
yeah,
Specifically the ones on channels like Showtime, where you've got an hour with no commercials at all. The movie channels, or what used to be movie channels. You got look at it like Game of Thrones. You've got on Netflix the Daredevil stuff, House of Cards, Orange Is the New Black, etc. And other stuff like that. I think Spartacus or whatever on Stars. Just a lot of great shows, and then that doesn't even include the stuff on cable like Walking Dead or Breaking Bad or anything like that.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't know if it stays in the quality of like recent history with TV shows, that's awesome. And then Halo, and then Steven Spielberg.
It's a great combination.
Yes, I really want
Yeah.
that. That being said, though, I'm surprised it's still in development.
Yeah, I mean it's been in development for a really fucking long time. Like this was I'm trying to remember when was it first actually announced? Again?
It was first announced
Before Halo 4, right?
It was first announced in 2013.
Okay, a little bit after Halo 4 then. All right.
Yeah, so right after Halo 4.
Because Halo 4 was fall of 2012.
Yeah. That was I think that was part of the whole launch up to the Xbox One.
Yeah.
They were really trying to push things, and they're like Halo TV series.
Yeah.
Because TV.
Yeah.
TV. It was announced in 2013, so it's been
It'll be
over
5.
4 years
yeah,
now.
It's gonna be 5 pretty soon.
Yeah, so I would hope
Yeah.
it's coming out soon. I really do. I or at least start filming or something. Get some word on it. There you go. Something long lost, but is now rising to the surface again.
I mean, dude, I want it. So
I want it, and I want it good.
And we'll definitely keep you up to date on that stuff if it ever comes out. Halo TV show. Moving on, Xbox One is getting mouse and keyboard support. It
Nice.
seems.
that's good. I like that a lot actually.
So a report is that they're getting, according to Microsoft's Poland website, that looks like someone maybe put it out too early, but that mouse and keyboard will be coming to Xbox One. Thoughts? And
I mean, that's cool. I mean, I guess they'll probably be a little specific about what games you can use it in, stuff like that. But it's nice because you could use your Xbox One more like a PC than you would have otherwise.
right,
You can. It's the Internet Explorer, or not Internet Explorer. The Edge app will be actually usable.
Internet Explorer.
It will be.
Yeah.
It is I hate it. Using that app with a controller is a goddamn nightmare.
yeah. I mean, I think that's the first thing I go to, but then I also started thinking they're really trying to push. At least it seems like they have been. the interconnect, like crossplay between PC and Xbox, especially with their first party games. So maybe this is one way to, since you're already doing that, why not allow Xbox One players to use mouse and keyboard if PC players can use an Xbox One controller, or they already have mouse and keyboard. So
yeah.
Interesting thing. Jay, any thoughts?
I guess my one worry about it, I mean, it does sound pretty cool, but you'll notice this even on PC if the port is bad for a computer, where mouse and keyboard just doesn't quite work, because you can just tell, like, when you're using it, that's not how it was originally intended. Yeah. The developer of the game didn't spend enough time flushing that part of it out. Like, it is a lot of work to get your game to work with one control scheme and the other. Yeah. Easier with, like, a platformer, I'd say. But, like, with FPSs or any kind of, like, three-dimensional world game, it gets a lot more difficult. So I'd imagine they'd either not do that, or it would probably feel really weird. Still, it'd probably feel like you're using a controller through a mouse and keyboard, and not quite like a mouse and keyboard. It's kind of tough to explain unless you've used both. Yeah. But I know Square Enix, a lot of their games are famous for crap ports. And so if you ever try to use mouse and keyboard or even controller sometimes on the PC, it's
just kind of a mess.
It's so bad.
Yeah, hopefully they'll have some control over like the games that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Microsoft there,
so they'll be able to have a little more.
Right. So I'm not too terribly worried about it, but it's probably my biggest concern. Yeah. So hopefully they get that figured out. It might just be kind of like the Kinect too. Yeah. Like it's just in some games.
Oh, speaking of which, they stopped producing the Kinect adapter for Xbox One S and Xbox One X.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So,
the only thing I ever use it for is yelling at my Xbox.
I haven't had mine plugged in for like 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, I plugged mine in recently, and it just really turns on my TV.
Yeah.
And pauses movies.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Peripherals with Xbox One. And then also, this past year, Nintendo Switch is the best-selling home console out there.
I'm not that surprised, actually.
4. Yeah. But one thing to note, it also didn't come out till March, so it didn't have quite as long of a run as the other two.
Yeah, I mean, like that thing, it was relatively cheap if you could get it for the actual retail price. The games were really good, and it's just right place, right time. It's like it's something a lot of people were waiting for, like a good Nintendo console. Well, it's been like the Wii U is not a good Nintendo console.
No.
So like it's been since the Wii,
But I feel like Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild sold it pretty hard.
Oh yeah, of course. Breath of the Wild.
Odyssey more so
Breath of the Wild.
Exclusive.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild was also on Wii U, which I know a lot of people who had Wii U's got it. But the thing is, like no one has Wii U's, so it made it easy to put Switches with that.
It was like, most people don't have Wii U's. So.
Also, they did one thing that they never do, that they've never done before. They did a Super Bowl ad with the Switch last year. The first time that Nintendo's ever done a Super Bowl ad showcasing the Switch, and then Breath of the Wild also, but... Yeah,
I mean, it's great to see because I'm, I like good Nintendo games. I haven't been able to pick one up yet, but
really fun. One of my main consoles, probably maybe my secondary console next to Xbox One.
Well, now it definitely, like, if I had a Switch, it would just be like next to my computer. And in between, for you, like in between rounds of League, since you're like waiting like 30 minutes to get into a game, and the game's
not
an
that
hour
long,
and a half.
And nowadays, it's pretty. The wait times are pretty short now,
quick,
but
but something to do in your.
So something to do in spare time.
Switch best-selling console of 2017.
Yeah. We'll see what the sales are like in 2018. What kind of exclusive games are coming out? What if like the indie support continues to be like really good, because I think even if Nintendo doesn't put out that many like huge giant like system selling exclusives, like if the indie support's really good, like a lot of people are gonna just buy them, if they haven't already played Zelda or Mario, and for all these indie games, because a lot of people like really want to play indie games, like on the go somewhere, or if they're flying somewhere, taking a train,
Right, yeah.
Going to a friend's house, stuff like that.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Also, there's a rumor going around that there will be a Nintendo Direct on January 9th, which would be this Tuesday. So we could get potential new games and releases that will be coming out this year. So stay tuned. If it does happen, we'll be talking about it next week here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, there's that. That does it for news this week. Pretty short. Obviously, the holidays happened. We didn't do it the past 2 weeks. Sorry, if you were looking for that. But yeah, nothing new is really coming out. Since it was the holidays, we had a lot of time to do video games, watch Star Wars, movies, etc. So what have we been doing? That will be the juice topic this week. What have we been doing over the holidays?
Well, specifically over New Year's, got together with a bunch of friends and played a lot of board games. One that I remember quite well. It was very fun. Red Dragon Inn, I believe is what it's called. The whole like.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, the idea is that you're like a D&D party, and you all go to an inn, and you all like have money from your last adventure, like 10 gold or something like that each, and you have to spend your money and get drinks, but you can't run out first. You have to have everyone else run out of money. If you run out of money, you get kicked out of the bar. If you get too drunk, there's like a health versus like how many drinks you've had.
Yeah.
And when they meet, you're too drunk to be in the bar and you get kicked out. Like shit, like all these cards that like come into effect. It's really fun. You can make it into a drinking game too if you want.
That sounds fucking great.
But it was fun anyways. Yeah, it was great. I want to like actually buy it and own it, because I have a meager collection of board games in my closet up there. Those of you who are watching the video, but that was what stood out to me the most. I'd say the whole over New Year's, but that board game specifically out of that time.
Okay. Yeah, I also played board games. I don't remember the names of them, but those are fun. Mainly played Halo over the break.
Nice.
Which one?
Master Chief Collection.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Played mainly SWAT, but other ones too.
SWAT's like the best game.
Although it was frustrating because, so when I play Halo, it takes a little bit for me to get going. Like, I'll probably like die 5 times before I get a kill, but then I can go on like killing sprees and stuff and regain that KD spread and everything.
Yeah.
So I was playing SWAT on Halo 4, and it's up to 60, right? 60.
Yeah.
Weird, because that put this extra 0 on Halo 4 for dumb, so 100 points or whatever, 600. Anyway, really dumb, but so yeah, it was like up to 60, and going through it, score. The score ended up being the other team was 60, my team was 56, and I had 31 kills, and I'm like, I had more than double of what the rest of my team had.
Oh man!
Or I just had more than the rest of my team combined.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck? So that was like frustrating. And like that was the most egregious one, but it happened a couple of times where I'd carry the team and nothing.
I mean, sometimes you just can't pull them out of their misery. They pull you down. They drag you to defeat.
Yeah. So
fucking sad.
So that was it. I tried playing Kingdom Hearts the other day. Except I totally forgot where I was, and I'm like, I should just restart because I'm getting fucked over majorly. But yeah, that was basically it. Got some Marvel movies for Christmas, so that was pretty cool.
Which ones?
I guess this isn't a Marvel movie. I got Wonder Woman, and then for Marvel, I got Logan, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Spider-Man Homecoming.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Logan especially.
Yeah,
Out of
that's
that
great.
bunch.
Very
I mean,
good.
all of those were good, but like Logan especially.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jackman's last performance.
additionally to my holiday whatever,
Yeah.
holiday time frame, watched Harmon Quest. This episode is not sponsored by Dan Harmon, but he's great. And
Harmon Quest is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty excellent. So,
Yeah.
and I paid for it and watched it, which I recommend you do if you want to watch it, because I don't think there's gonna be a season 3, because no one paid for it for season 2. Everyone just pirated it, and so now it's like done forever, and that makes me sad.
That's
Yeah,
just what
yeah.
happens.
Don't pirate. Yeah, no, Harmon Quest, great,
Yeah.
hilarious. Bone Weevil 2020.
Yeah. JJ, what about you?
Game wise, I guess this is a bit related. New Year's Eve was in Colorado, went to a bar that had an arcade theme to it.
Ooh.
So there were arcade machines all over the walls were lined with old arcade machines.
Yeah.
Shit
Yeah.
like that. There's one of those big things you can like put money in and get quarters.
Oh,
So, and so there was a lot of
So
cool,
how much did it cost for a game? Like
50 cents.
50 cents? Okay.
Most of them were like
Wow.
50 cents for a play. So there was like the original Rampage was there.
Nice.
They had this 4-player Pac-Man game where you like competed with each other. There was Galaga, of course, a shit ton, like a lot of arcade machines all over
That's
the place.
cool.
So that place was pretty fun. It got really busy though, like at about 11:30 because it was New Year's.
I feel
They
like
never giving out free champagne, so like everybody
Oh,
was just
yeah.
trying to pack into that fucking place.
I feel like that's like a brilliant business design, because arcade machines, a lot of those games are referred to as quarter eaters or coin eaters,
Yeah.
because you die so much and you keep putting coins in, so they're making a lot of money that way, and they're a bar, so
Oh,
they're
yeah,
making
so
a lot of
they're
money
making
via
a-
food.
Oh yeah,
There's
and
the
I'm sure I
beer.
can just like see people, myself included, just like drinking and going to the machines and.
I mean, I
drinking there and
immediately.
having shit
Yeah.
and
I
shooting the
spent
shit.
like $60 there or
Yeah.
something. I only like 10 on like arcade shit, but like
So
still,
it turns
that's
that
quite a
60
bit.
into a 70.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
at 50 cents, that's what 20 times, right?
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good job, business. I've never
Yeah.
been
pretty
to or
good.
never heard of.
Other than that, game wise, I mean, played a lot of Commander actually, like Magic.
Like
the
Magic
Gathering.
Commander?
Yeah,
Nice.
because while I was there, I was visiting. No, none of you would know this person, but Zach.
Yeah.
Scaro, he would know. He had like his decks, and like he was teaching his girlfriend how to play, while we were playing like a 5-player game with all this crazy shit happening.
I feel like
Yeah.
Commander's not a good starting.
No, but she got,
Starting game,
she got it. Like she was starting to get it for the most part
Okay.
by the 5th or 6th game. I would say.
I feel like a normal game would be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
5 or 6 games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, wow.
there were a lot. There was like a 3.5-hour game
Nice.
at some point. But yeah, a lot of that. Other than that, League of Legends. Been watching a little anime here and there.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
I don't
can
know if
never
I got.
play
I
MOBA.
don't know if I got any games for Christmas this year. I didn't actually this year.
Yeah,
That's-
I
this
didn't
is
get
this-
any,
Yeah, that hasn't happened in quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? For any other stuff? No.
I don't know.
All right, so
I'm
that
pretty
does
good.
it for us this week on episode 128 of the Clever Original Podcast. Jay, if people wanted to find you on the social media sphere, where could they do that?
Probably on Twitter. Easiest spot to find me at Jayden Reinhart.
And JJ, what about you? Where can people find
Also, Twitter, J Larson 107.
you? And you can find me at Kody Misialek on Twitter. You can find us all at Clever_Original on Twitter. As you are right now, listen to us each and every week on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, and other podcast services. And we'll catch you next week, guys, on episode 129.